There it is. Nice. All right. Perfect. There's many ways you can hit it, but that's perfect. That's good. So I like to hit it more further out here.
Yeah, let's
And I
see.
drive my heel forward, and I come here.
Thank you for passing the advice on. I adhere to it as best as I can.
Yeah, man. I'll just suggest clean as you can be. I'd rather you can stay away from the sweets.
Yeah.
You know, stuff like that during cheat meals, man, and just because you'll know what responds well with your body. You know what I'm saying? Like I knew that crumble cookie was fucking me up, bloated,
Good
and
though.
but I'm like, these bitches are good, boy.
I can make
Good. Let's go. Look at that boy. Sheesh. Yeah, that front double's nasty. Yeah, yeah.
really got to bring this in. But when we do cut down,
Yeah.
I'm slightly bloated right now. Not bad, but a little bit.
Yeah, your chest has definitely improved, man.
Heck,
Like looking at you now in person, like
honestly, all
it's
the
it's improved for sure.
yeah everything.
Because you can see the fibers in the upper chest now and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, like we definitely made some improvements in chest. That was our biggest thing. So let's start with front relax first. There you go. Good. All right, so this is what I wanted to see like super bad was this front relax. So this front relax is going to be elongating the torso, right? So you want to take something like taking a deep breath. See that chest expand, right? And you're gonna hold it there. You're gonna drive the hips back a little bit. So drive almost like somebody's taking a rope, tying around your waist, and they're pulling it behind you. Okay? So that's the kind of what we want. A little bit more. Back, back. There we go. That's it. Slight bend in the knees. There we go. That's a front relax. Okay? So we don't want to go too far like this because then we lose the delt fullness in the chest. We want just enough with the hips back to create more of a taper waist. Because the further the waist is from the eye, the smaller it's going to look, right?
All right.
So that's the whole
I'll need that.
idea for that. There we go. Perfect. Core turn to your right. Good. All right, so first things first, you want to definitely rotate the shoulders a tad bit more. See how this shoulder starts to pop out now?
Yeah.
We're losing all of that detail
Like that.
doing this here. Rotate entirely. Good. From here, you never want to hide the glutes. So make sure this hand is stacked underneath the elbow, essentially. You can also extend the elbow completely, depending on how it gives, the look it gives you, right? But your arm looks a little bit fuller here, at least for now, right?
Okay.
Then you want to flare this lat. So flare that lat out. You see what I'm saying? And rotate. Relax your shoulders a little bit. Bring the arm right underneath the elbow, remember? There we go. This palm needs to face the sternum. There we go. And rotate here. There it is. Core tight. Good. Hold this right here. Good. Don't move. Hold that. There you go. Core turn to your right. So this has always been like a big like struggle for you, right? Is opening up that back. So what you can think about here, well, it's open now, there you go. I just think about, or I tell a lot of athletes, think about your front relaxed pose.
Right.
And then just face the rear. Essentially, this is what's going on, right?
I'm trying to bring them this way.
So just think about your front relax, right? So hip is gonna be slightly back. Just think about front relax. Like think about the mirrors here,
Right.
right? And get your front relax. There we go. And then from there, you're just gonna, boom. And hold that. Good. Nice. Good. Quarter turn to your right. Good. So what you can do as well is just relax everything. Get back into that side. Get back into that side, relax. Flare the lats completely. Before you turn. Yeah, flare the lats like this, and then you're gonna rotate. Hold that and rotate. There it is. Relax the shoulder. There you go. Just take a look at that. Shoulders a little bit. Boom. Hold it there. Good. Quarter turn to your right. Good. There you go. Hips back. Hold it there. Good. And we could just bring it up just a little bit. Right there. Not too much. Because the thing is, you can relax. If you bring the arms up too high, you're gonna lose that lat connection.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So you want it just enough to where the triceps are really almost like relaxing on the lats.
Okay.
That makes sense?
Yeah.
And that's it. That's as far as your physique is gonna allow. All right? There you go. Good. Plus, it's gonna keep that roundness in the shoulders as well, right? If you think about a side relax or side lateral movement, you see how they'll shrink
Yep.
and they're fuller, the lower it gets, right?
Right.
So flare the lats, boom, and let them sit there. Good. Quarter turn to your right. There you go. Relax the shoulder. There we go. And then just, yeah, hand below elbow. Quarter turn to your right. There you go. Exactly. Good. Quarter turn to your right. Good. Relax the shoulder. There we go. I know it's a habit,
Yeah.
but
You gotta break this muscle
yeah.
memory.
Mm-hmm.
It's all right, I'll spend a lot of time working on it now.
Quarter turn to your right. Front double. This front double I like this front double on you, to be honest, man. It looks really nice. For the front double, driving this toe 12 o'clock, you're gonna have the left foot pointing out to the side like this. All right? So that toe should be 12 o'clock. Good. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna shift our weight over that left foot. You see how I'm doing that? Good. Then, shift a little bit more. Boom. Then we're gonna rotate the belly button counterclockwise. Here. Then we throw up our front double. Boom. Creates a little bit more of a shape. Shift it a little bit more. Good. And rotate a little bit more. Here. That would be your classic front double, essentially. So it just gives it a little bit more swag, a little bit more flow to your physique. That looks dope. See what I'm saying?
It's really gonna look good.
Yeah, it's gonna minimize that. Once you get leaner, you're gonna see the difference, the true difference between those two variations.
Yeah.
And you can even rotate counterclockwise a little bit more, because think about this piece right here. If you look at that in the mirror, you want to try to hide this a little bit more. So how you do that? You're gonna rotate the waist counterclockwise a little bit, right? So you can rotate a little bit more, a little bit more. Good. Boom. Then shoulders square just a little bit right there. Right there. Perfect. Now throw it up. See what I'm saying? So it's about finding that sweet spot. It's gonna be a lot easier when you're leaner, obviously.
Right.
It's always harder to pose, especially with the core, showcase the core the best you can when you're in off season.
Right.
But that's the shape we're looking at. We're looking at the overall shape of this pose. We're not looking at details right now.
Right.
We're looking at the shape. So that's a beautiful shape there. So that's another pose that you can implement in your check-ins when you're checking in.
You want the straightforward?
Straightforward, and you could do, yeah.
Okay.
But I know it's a limited of, I think, 10 photos.
That would put me
So
at 10.
if that would put you at 10, that's perfect.
Yeah.
All right?
I do 9 right
Side chest. I would just rotate, not even much so rotate, just kind of drive this shoulder forward a little bit. There we go. See the difference?
Yeah.
And the detail it creates in the pecs, the fullness it creates in the pecs, that's what we want here. And just hold that. Good. So the upper body is, I like where the upper body is right now, because with that side chest pose, we're looking at minimizing as much gaps as possible. We don't see any much gaps here. We don't see any gaps here, right? Now the only gaps we see left is gonna be the gaps between the knees. So that's when you bend that back leg a little bit, because essentially what you're supposed to be doing here is not flexing the hamstrings at all,
Smashing it into
right?
the right.
And you're smashing that, that back leg into the adductors of that front leg. There we go. Bring the hands up just a little bit to create more fullness in the arms, and then really drive this shoulder forward. There we go. Core tight. Good. Here, hold that. Side. That's not bad. Press down in my hands, and then press back at the same time. Those two feelings you want to at the same time. Good, and relax. Once you get to that, once you implement those cues, and you've achieved that feeling and stimulus, right, in this iso hold, that's all posing is basically isometrics. Once you feel that, just hold it. Don't try to squeeze any harder, because you're not going to get any more out of it.
Right.
Does that make sense? So I like guys who go on stage and they shake. Not only is it nerves, obviously, but it's the fact that they're overposing.
Right.
I really believe in that term.
hard,
Yeah,
yeah.
there's such thing as overposing, right? So hold the pose, squeeze hard, hold the pose. Don't squeeze any harder than you need to.
Right.
Let your condition display that.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? You're gonna show the details by connecting. Once you connect, like how I just gave you that cue of pressing down the hands and pressing back, there's no need to try to pose harder, because you're already connected, so your muscle fibers are gonna be firing off.
Right.
Only thing I did see is the hamstrings you forgot to fire off, and I think because you was focused on the upper body a lot.
Okay.
So let's get back into it and make sure that we have the total package. There we go. Good. Nice. Perfect. And ab and thigh. Yeah, so think about how we set up that front double.
Okay.
It's the same setup as the ab and thigh. There you go. Right. So rotate the hips. There you go. Good. Here. Good. Yep, keep the elbows close. There you go. Good. And so sometimes it can be uncomfortable trying to get the hands all the way behind, because it shoves your knee, not your knee, your chin into your sternum, right? So what we can do is just, if we don't have that mobility, because all this is a mobility issue. If we don't have that mobility, because I mean, I'm the same way. I can't shove it all the way back here and expect to keep my head up, right?
I don't think I'm quite big enough for that to be a problem.
Yeah.
Thankfully.
So that's better. So maybe it was just the way you were having that spine was flexing a little bit too much. Okay. So that's another thing a lot of people or a lot of guys fail to do is showcasing the upper body the way it needs to be in the ab and thigh. So a lot of guys, they flex down too hard, and it creates a shorter torso, but also loses the entire shape of the pose.
Right.
What you want to do is find that sweet balance where you're upright, you're tall, and you're blowing out and contracting without flexing the spine. Okay. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So think more so sternum to pelvis rather than this motion here. It's more so sternum to pelvis. Make sense? There you go. That's it. And hold that there. Blow out. That's it. Good. That's what we want. Good. Perfect. Let's go. Okay. A lot of people can't really hit that. So the only thing I'll change is
And
just,
I can?
yeah, you hit that perfect.
Don't lie to me.
I swear to you.
If I don't look
What you,
good,
who taught you that?
Me in my mirror, I thought it was just the coolest one. I was like, ooh.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope. So what you want to do? That's crazy. Like you can't hit a front relax, but you get it. God damn
Like,
it.
working on it.
God damn it, Jag. You supposed to be working on the front relax. You focus on the fucking favorite classic. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, let's work on that side tricep. But what I want to do is I want to polish up that 3/4 back pose real quick. Okay. So get back into it. It's perfect. It's fine how you hit it, but we can make it a little bit better. So what you can do is bring that left foot back just a little bit.
Like towards you?
No, just back.
Okay.
There you go. Good. Yeah. There it is. Nice. All right. Perfect. There's many ways you can hit it, but that's perfect. That's good. So I like to hit it more further out here.
Yeah,
and I drive my heel forward, and I come here.
Damn. That's sick.
So,
That's sick.
you know. So we just wrapped up our posing session with my boy Jack. Just a little background, he's been with me for 2 years now, and he's made crazy progress. He was heading out this way and decided to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. So he reached out to me and asked if he can pull up, man, and finally meet me in person and go through some rounds of posing, just to make sure that when he does check in, we're able to assess his physique week to week a little bit more consistently. And that's something he's been working on for the past 2 years. When we first linked up, his posing was really not the best, and it was hard to really assess his physique and on a week-to-week basis when he was checking in. So it was really cool though, man. Him coming out and taking that hike just to come out and see me and finally meet me in person and go through a solid posing session. And you know, he was just like super happy and starstruck, you know, finally meeting me in person. Of course, he mentioned I look bigger in person than I do on Instagram, which I get that a lot. But I guess I'm not the best at, you know, taking these influencer photos and videos, I guess, you know. But yeah, so I'm headed home now. I'm gonna get my second meal in. Prep day 19, baby. We filmed day 18 yesterday. It's gonna go up before this video, so you guys are gonna see that upload first, and then I'll just upload this the next day. But man, it's been a hell of a journey, man. I appreciate everyone who's been keeping up with me in my YouTube and subscribing. To all my subscribers, I appreciate that very much. It doesn't go unnoticed. You guys help me keep going. You dig what I'm saying? But as far as what's going on with me currently, this prep, just an update. Woke up this morning at 252.8. We did hit a low yesterday at 252.4. I know it's not a big, like, crazy drop, but it is considered a low, this prep. And we went back up like 0.6 pounds this morning. So weight is now holding steady in the 252 range. And, you know, in comparison to the beginning of last week where I was at 256, 254, something like that. So this is a good sign. Fat loss is definitely happening. And weight is holding steady in the 252. So I'm happy with that. Probably wake up with a low tomorrow. Got to make sure I get my 8K steps in today. Cardio is now at 400 in the morning, 200 in the evening or post-workout. So, and that's 5 days a week. So we're 2 days into that protocol. And so far, so good. I mean, energy today is not the best. Like right now, I feel like as soon as I get home, I feel like taking a nap after I eat my meal too. So Energy is definitely starting to dwindle a little bit, but not like noticeably to where it's affecting like my training and my quality of life, right? But we'll eventually get to that point. Like I said before, guys, like we'll see how things go. You know, it's still not set in stone. Those of you who were wondering, I will be competing in November, November 18th to be exact, in Fort Lauderdale. I am taking cash apps for my expenses to get there. Just hashtag Jared Crew. My name is on my YouTube, so you can't misspell it. You can't miss it. Just put a, not a hashtag. It's cash tag, right? Is that how you say it? Cash tag? Just put a cash tag in front of that, and then shoot me some coins. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, but yeah, so that's been the protocol so far. As far as like the most recent changes, we haven't pulled any food. We just want to keep that as high as we can, as long as we can, while milking out this the fat loss process. We still do have yohimbine at 10 milligrams and cleaning at 40 mcg, and then we recently bumped up tests from 500 to 750. So we're bringing in the AI. It'll be Aromazin at 12.5 daily, just to manage estrogen as well, and with that big jump in tests. So other than that, there's no other news I got for y'all. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. I know this was a little bit different video than what you guys are used to, but I told you guys I'm gonna be filming you guys, or not filming you guys. I'm gonna be bringing you in my journey during this prep, whether it be training or not, or posing, whatever the case may be, that's worth, some value for you all and something you guys may be interested in. So yeah, it seemed like y'all liking the training videos, so I'm gonna keep pumping them out. I had a couple comments saying, to keep pumping them out. They love what they're seeing. They're learning from this, so that's my goal. So as long as I'm doing that, I'm gonna keep on pumping these out for y'all. So, but I appreciate you guys for tuning in this video. It's pretty short and sweet, and I guess I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace, love, keep going.